Good morning, beautiful, blessed family. I am in transition and I thought I would pop in to give you a quick word. I should do a thorough video. I really should do a thorough video about this because it's important. It's in relations to our everyday practices in relations to fasting and praying. So I'll give you a quick backdrop story about this. So I'm in the process right now of fasting for some answered prayers. There's a lot of things going on in my life that I need to pray about, including some generational curses that I believe that need to be broken in my family line. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So it's so beautiful today. So I thought I'd check in and say hi and just let you know what I've been doing. So I broke my fast last night. So as I'm re-embarking on this fast, I wanted to check in before I started because I'm gonna not come on during this fasting time. I'm gonna do what I have to do, but I'm gonna come on after and let you know how the fast goes. Okay, so I'm announcing this fast, which you really probably shouldn't do, but I want to let you know what's been going on in relations to the what's happening with this fast. So I believe we are to live a fasted life, right? I believe that's what God intended it. That's how we were designed. We're designed to be in a position to wait for our God, our Heavenly Father, to provide food for us if so need be, right? He created us, and therefore He provide for us. He said if He provides for the birds, food for the, why would He not provide for us, right? That's in the Word. So when I first started fasting, it was very difficult, as for many of us, to abstain from food and to not think about food because we're so used to eating on a schedule. Noon, mornings, night, snacks, whatever else, right? Food's a big deal to us. It makes sense because, I mean, okay, we're fueled by food. That being said, after I did my 40-day fast, I realized I think we were too dependent on food. We should never have to do any kind of specific diet to be healthy. We shouldn't have to be doing keto or anything else. If something is presented to us to eat and we're hungry, it doesn't matter what, unless we're allergic to it, it doesn't matter what it is, we're gonna most likely eat it because we're hungry, right? So what I believe is that our society, we're overfed, we're eating too much. And this past little while since I've been embarking on fasts here and there, I realized that when I'm fasting, I eat when I'm hungry, and I don't, these hunger pains that we usually experience, I don't experience hunger pains anymore. Since I did the 40-day fast, those hunger pains I don't really truly experience them. I'm not too sure why, but I don't. And I this idea, and I mentioned this before, this idea of us eating on a schedule is a Western philosophy or way of thinking. If you think and read the word and just read the word and think of how Yeshua or Jesus was with his disciples, he would fast for long periods of time, and when he was hungry, he would eat. They didn't have a schedule. Well, it's lunchtime, let's go to eat. Like, they'd eat when they were hungry. How much of us really truly eat when we are hungry? We've been advised by the system that's been put in place right now that we need to eat on a schedule. That's not true. Our bodies will tell us when we are hungry. Our bodies will tell us when we're not well. This idea of being unhealthy and a doctor has to tell you is not the way that the Bible designed it. We will know when we're not healthy. Okay, and I have a theory about that, and I'll talk more about that in another video. And this is related to cancer and all other things. Okay. So right now, like I said, I'm embarking on a fast, and what I find when I'm fasting is that I don't feel like I need to respond to things the way I would usually respond to things. Things don't get me angry. I don't focus on food, and I find that I receive more messages from God fasted, and I can receive the word. When I read the word, I can receive the word more when I fast. And so the reason why I'm saying this is because I want to encourage you, for those of you who are embarking on fasts, and it's a challenge. It's not your fault. It's because we've been trained to believe that we need to be eating more often than we probably should. Um, I believe that we should be living a fasted life. I believe um, that we should be eating when we're naturally hungry. When you start to live a fasted life, I believe at first you're going to start to feel hunger pangs more often because you're used to feeding your body on a schedule. But the more you fast, the less often you feel you need to eat. This is what I'm finding. So anyway, um, I hope that you're all doing well. I hope that those of you who are embarking on fast for breakthroughs are experiencing your breakthroughs. I'd love to hear your messages on Instagram and on email. I still have not been able to access my email, the address that's attached to this video, to this channel. So I apologize. When I reset this phone, a lot of things I had to reset and get access to again, and that has been the most challenging thing. I don't know what's going on. Um, but if you've sent me anything via email, I apologize if I haven't responded because I haven't been able to access the email. Okay. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. There are times when my body will tell me to break from a specific food or something. Amen. That's good. Well, the thing is, though, our bodies will tell us, right? I remember when when the Lord led me to not eat meat for a while. I was good for a period, but then my body started to feel weird, and I felt I needed something like a protein. And a protein from meat, like a protein from flesh, like a meat somehow, because I was eating protein from vegetables, like I was eating chickpeas and other kind of thing, but I just felt as though I needed something from meat, so I incorporated egg, and that feeling went away. Okay. That being said, though, I should let you know. God led me to understand there's going to be a period where meat's going to be scarce, and that the Bible talks about. There's two periods. I had mentioned this in another video, where there was such famine on the earth that people resorted to eating their own. Okay, so just keep that in mind. I did post those scriptures in the video I talked about. I'll pull them up again and see if I can post it in this video. But I would, God forbid, that people are so conditioned to eating meat that they resort to eating their own kin, their own young, right? That would be terrible. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. But just remember, the Lord said He'd provide for us. And the idea that we're eating too often, keep that in mind too. I think that we do eat too often. If we have a period where there's going to be great famine, we don't want to be thinking about, like, worrying about how we're going to eat, because we're so conditioned to eating too much or eating too often. Okay, I think that's important to keep in mind. Erica, I don't blame you for being turned off from chicken, because if you've ever watched a video, there's quite a few of them on YouTube now. Maybe they've taken them down now, I'm not too sure, because they like to censor people, but there are videos of how they treat chicken, the way they rough them up, and how they're housed in close quarters, and how they fight amongst themselves. Animals are living creatures, and so you remember the Bible talked about how the demons were cast out of a person, and then the demons were saying, "Don't send us back to the abyss, and then send us to the swine." So animals can house demons, right? Animals can down eat. So if you are manhandling chicken, they're fighting amongst themselves, and then we eat their flesh. What kind of flesh are we getting? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like the way that we are in life, the stress that we're under impacts how our bodies are. I know for me, I break out under stress for sure. My face, I don't have any breakouts anywhere in my body but my face, if anything. So I know for sure stress impacts me. So imagine if you have a chance, I encourage you to watch videos, if you can stomach it, on how they handle animals, specifically chicken. Chicken, because what they're claiming is that there's such a demand for meat, particularly chicken, that they have to mass produce them. They give them steroids to grow and hormones to grow them quickly, and they also pump up their breasts, so that because they think the demand for chicken breasts is there, and then we eat the stuff, right? So all the steroids, the antibiotics they use when the prevent us from getting sick, we get them all, right? So that impacts how our bodies respond to food. So Erica, I can understand why you may not be able to stomach chicken, because it's really not. They're not raised the way ideally you want meat to be raised, so that people can eat. And I know for sure we have family members. We have a family member who used to just sold his farm, and when he had this farm, he used to raise chickens and sell his chickens and his eggs. And I promise you, his chickens taste so much better than what you buy in the store, because they were free to roam where they wanted, and he fed them what you'd expect chickens to be fed. He never said why he sold his farm, but I believe under how things are going right now that he might have been kind of under some duress, that maybe he felt it was much more easier, especially at the age he was at this point, to sell the farm. That might have been what happened. Anyway, I thought I'd touch base and see how you're all doing. Just let you know that, like I said, I'm on a quest for a lot of prayers to be answered, and I am fasting, and I encourage you guys to join me. This fast will take me to the Sabbath, and I need this, because the stress I was under, I find that I respond so much better to stressful situations when I'm fasted, because I'm weak. All right. Anyway, I hope you're all doing well. As I said, I love you all so very much, and I appreciate you. Everything you guys do to support the channel, I do appreciate you. I do have to come on again and talk more in depth about fasting and praying and living a fasted life. We need to, I'm encouraging you guys, and even children should be fasting and praying. The Bible talks about whole communities, including animals, fasting for an answer or a breakthrough or for forgiveness. So it's not uncommon for children to fast as well. I don't believe that it's cruel to have your child to fast. I think that children should be taught to fast young. It's not like you're not going to ever give them food again, but I think it's important to have a period where our bodies have a chance to rest, right? And to transition from digestion to detox and repair. Anyway, I am in motion. That's why I'm not reading. I'm reading at the lights. But I'm going to give you guys a chance to email me or message me on Instagram. That's where I get mostly right now Instagram, because I cannot access the emails right now. I'll let you know when I get back into it, and I'll answer any questions you might have, or address any prayer requests you might have. Okay. Anyway, I love you all. Until next video, which will be after the fast. Okay. Love you all until next time. Be blessed.